that base, the blue team. I've lost now I'm looking at setting, there it is. Okay, I'm back. The blue team with Jason, we get a wave, Jason, as the captain, and Star Trebek, the rise of SkyAlex, and Mark is the captain. There he is. Spectators, you should know that in a steal opportunity, I always like this, at this point in the tournament, I always like to say, in the unlikely event of a steal opportunity, if a team is wrong, the other team gets to open up their microphones and consult for 10 seconds, and then Jason or Mark, depending, will utter those wonderful words, final answer, stolen from another game show, so that I know which of the prospective answers discussed the team's choice, or they can choose to pass. And I don't think anybody has any questions. Veterans, you're both strong teams. We expect a good, with a lot of good vibrations and good sportsmanship. Let's go. We're going to start with our first category, American Islands. American Islands, 1 to 5 points. Here we go for 1 point. Nassau and Suffolk counties are on this New York island. Yamil.
Oh man, I thought it was something else.
Oh, okay, sorry, but that's an opportunity for the blue team. Nassau and Suffolk counties are on this New York island.
I think that's Nantucket. Is that right? Or is
No,
that what?
We're good on this one. We're going to answer Long Island.
Long Island.
Would that be your final answer?
Final answer.
We
Final
need
answer, Bob.
Thank you. Yes, Long Island. That's where I grew up, Suffolk County. That's where I'm going this weekend for my high school reunion. God help us. Whole group of people looking like a Sopranos audition. I don't want to be with old people. All right, here we go. That's why I like Kaplan. I get to work with young people. 2 points. American Islands. Shemya Island in this group was a refueling stop for military aircraft flying the Great Circle route to the Far East. Shemya Island in this group was a refueling stop for military aircraft flying the Great Circle route to the Far East. Time. Anybody want to take a guess for giggles? No points? No?
American Samoa?
No, no, they are the Aleutian Islands, the Aleutians, the Aleutian group. Okay, American Islands for 3. Most U.S. Marine Corps recruits east of the Mississippi train on this island, Mark.
Sorry, what is Paris Island?
Paris Island is correct. Off the coast of South Carolina, very good. 4 points. The Spaniards gave this California island, one of the Channel Islands, a name meaning Sacred Cross. The Spaniards gave this California island, one of the Channel Islands, a name meaning Sacred Cross. Mark?
Santa Cruz?
Santa Cruz is right, and you are out of this final clue. The entire blue team versus the rest of the red team on this one, American Islands for 10. This Michigan island, where no passenger cars are allowed, was once a focal point of John Jacob Astor's fur trade. This Michigan island, where no passenger cars are allowed, was once a focal point of John Jacob Astor's fur trade. Time, any guesses? No points involved, just for fun.
The Isle Royale?
Nope, nope, nope. It's Mackinac.
Yeah.
Mackinac Island is what we were looking for. Okay. All right. Our next category is one of my all-time favorites. I love this. How soon we forget. How soon we forget. Okay. For 1 point. The Speaker of the House before Nancy Pelosi this time around. The Speaker of the House before Nancy Pelosi this time around. Mark?
Boehner?
Incorrect. A break for the blue team. How soon did we forget? The Speaker of the House before Nancy Pelosi this time around.
It's
You make
the,
an adult.
are we supposed to be conversing on?
Yes.
Oh,
On the
okay.
Steel
You can
opportunity,
do, we can do Slack or converse, Kirsten.
Oh, we can do Slack as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not,
okay.
not on the toss-ups, though. We.
John, you're sure?
Yeah, Paul Ryan.
Yeah,
All right,
Yeah.
we are,
right. Try to get out of it.
our final answer, Paul Ryan.
That is right, Paul Ryan. See how soon we forget? I love these questions. They're so frustrating, but you all did well. Okay.
But me.
Except for Mark, yes. I was going to mention it for 2 points. The
Wait, hey,
latest,
Bob,
Yes.
it's not a double? Don't we get 2 points for that?
no, that was a single point. That was the first clue.
Oh, on the
We
steel,
had
you don't.
6.
Yeah.
We had 6. They took 1 away.
Oh, got it, my bad, sorry.
Okay. That's an interesting twist, though. If you steal, you get double. But well, anyway, we'll consider it next year. Here we go for 2 points. The latest star crowned on Dancing with the Stars in November 2018. The latest star crowned on Dancing with the Stars in November 2018. Time, how soon they forget Bobby Bones, country star. Okay, for 3 points. I love this category. The reigning World Series MVP, and we'll spot you, David. I'm sorry, no, sorry, Yamil, I misread, I'm sorry. The reigning World Series MVP, and we'll spot you, Steve. The reigning World Series MVP, and we'll spot you, Steve. Yamil, just in time.
It's a Red Sox, so I should know that it's Steve Pierce.
Yes. And it was all I could do to not nod happily that it was a Boston Red Sox player. Steve Pierce is correct. Okay, very good. Here we go for 4 points. How soon they forget. The native country of the novelist who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 2017. The native country of the novelist who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 2017. Time. Any guesses?
Is the United States Bob Dylan?
No, it was the year before,
Was it?
2016. Nope. The author of Never Let Me Go, Kazuo Ishiguro from Japan. Kazuo Ishiguro from Japan.
Hey, Bob, we're missing, John is no longer listed there. Can we just make sure he still can buzz in?
Should be
Yeah.
able to.
Okay, he's
should
just,
be able to.
he
Go
fell
ahead, John.
off the roster there.
Yeah.
Great.
When you go up, when the device goes to sleep, you stay involved, but it sometimes falls off the list of names. Did I get that right, Kathleen?
Yes, you did.
Okay, here we go. They didn't get the Nobel Prize right. Let's see how we do with the 5-point question. Here we go. The 2018 Emmy winner for Outstanding Comedy Series. The 2018 Emmy winner for Outstanding Comedy Series. Time. Isn't it funny how this nobody remembers?
Is it Veep?
Huh? No,
Was it
wasn't
Veep?
Veep. Nope. With the Amazon series, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Okay. Kirsten, camera again. You're drooping. Yeah.
How much of my body do you need to see?
Shoulders up.
Okay, those are my shoulders.
Very good. Okay.
That's my neck's not that long.
It's not me, it's the cabal. I just execute the rules. Okay, very good. Here we go, next category. Advertising mascots and icons. Advertising mascots and icons for 1 point. Oh yeah, this brand with a wall-busting spokespicture was originally, Jason?
High C.
Incorrect. A break for the,
Oh, God.
a break.
Hey,
for the-
guys.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, this brand
Kool-Aid.
with a wall busting
Kool-Aid Man, yeah.
picture was originally known as Fruit Smack.
It's the brand, so it's Kool-Aid.
The brand, okay. We're gonna go with final answer, Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid is right. The wrong answer on the show, Jason, was Fruit Loops, for what it's worth. Okay, for 2 points. This food icon cost $16,000 in 1965. A tiny doll of white clay. Connor?
Pillsbury Doughboy.
The Pillsbury Doughboy is correct. Okay, very good. Advertising mascots and icons for 3. In 1898, artist Marius Roussillon created the Tire Man for this company. Andrew?
Michelin.
Michelin Man, right, for 3 points, for 4 points. In the mid-1950s, the rollout of this cigarette company's cowboy boosted sales, Yamil?
Marlboro.
Marlboro, get this, boosted sales by 3,241% in 1 year. Just from the cowboy alone, amazing. Finally, for 5 points. Comedian Pete Holmes provided the voice of a stock trading baby in ads for this company. Andrew?
E-Trade.
E-Trade is right for 5 points. At the end of the first half of the first round, it's a virtual tie. The red team, Star Trebek 15, the blue team, All About the Bays 9. Plenty of clues left. Next, President of the Year. President of the Year. I will give you a year. You identify the American president that year. Okay? For 1 point. 1863. Mark?
Abraham Lincoln.
Is correct for 1 point. For 2 points. 1868. 1868. Yamil?
Johnson.
Andrew Johnson is correct for 2 points. For 3 points. 1946. Andrew?
Truman.
Truman is right for 3, and you are out of the category. For 4 points.
Oh.
Oh, am I wrong? Did you only buzz in once? I apologize. My apologies. Okay,
Yeah.
you're in. You're back in. Consider me stupid. You're back in. For 4 points. President of the Year, 1798. 1798. Time. It's got to be one of the two, right?
Adams or Jefferson. I don't know.
Adams. I was thinking Washington or Adams, but Adams is correct. Okay, no harm done there. Excuse me. Finally, for 5 points, President of the Year, 1930. 1930. Mark?
I hope it's right. Warren Harding.
No, but you open the door for
I
the
did.
blue team to take the lead. 1930.
Oh,
We are, we're conferring over here. Hold on 1 second.
I think right Hoovervilles. That makes sense.
All right. We are going to give final answer of Hoover.
Well, since Roosevelt was elected in 1832 and he defeated Herbert Hoover, that is correct. And the blue team comes into the lead, 17-13. Our final, no, I'm wrong. There's 2 more categories in this round. First, we have the infamous potpourri. Potpourri. For 1 point. This synonym for newspaper is in the names of newspapers like Albuquerque's and, of course, Wall Street's. Jason?
Journal.
That is right for 1 point. For 2 points. A coonskin cap is also called this after a frontiersman who served in Congress. a coonskin cap, Jason.
Davy Crockett cap.
A Davy Crockett cap is correct, and you are out of the category. For 3 points. This champagne is named for a monk who worked in the cellars of the Benedictine Ovière Abbey. This champagne, Chris,
Dom Perignon.
Dom Perignon is right for 3 points. Nicely done. For 4 points. Both a religious and social event, a quinceañera celebrates a girl's passage. Connor? Connor? Got on mute?
Sorry, 15th birthday.
Age 15 is correct for 4 points. And finally, for 5 points. Sorry, I hadn't read this clue completely before now. This king of the Belgians was born on April 8th, 1875 in Brussels, presumably not in a can. This king of the Belgians, Mark.
Prince Albert.
Prince Albert, King Albert is right. I don't know why that cracks me up, but it does. It just took me by surprise. Okay, our final category in the first round, at the deli, but deli is in quotes. So DELI will be part of each response. At the deli for 1 point. One who offends the law, maybe a juvenile. Emil?
Delinquent.
Delinquent is the DELI word, correct, for 1 point. A word for a choice or dainty morsel of food. John?
Delicacy.
Delicacy is right for 2 points. Very good. For 3 points. It was probably your first room, but you got kicked out of it quickly. It was probably, Emil?
The delivery room.
Very good. Triple stumper on the show. The delivery room is your first room. Well done. For 4 points. It's what a jury does to arrive at a verdict. Andrew?
Deliberate.
They deliberate is right for 4 points. And finally, for 5 points, in the deli, DELI, the clue is a state of mental confusion. Chris?
Delirium.
Delirium is right for 5 points. And the lead's been going back and forth, back and forth. We have two very evenly matched teams. At the half, Star Trebek 34, All About That Bass 26, which leaves open the interesting possibility of a tie since both teams have an even score. Okay, great match so far. Let's keep it going. Good energy, good life. Our first category is spying. Spying. For 2 points. For 2 points. A spy for one country who says he's working for another, or a Andrew?
A double agent.
Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell video game, Double Agent, is right for 2 points. Spying for 4. The first member of this armed service convicted of espionage was Clayton Lone Tree, a guard at the US Embassy in Moscow. The first member of this armed service convicted of espionage was Clayton Lone Tree, a guard at the US Embassy in Moscow. Time, like most embassy guards, he was a US Marine, the first Marine.
I was going to guess Navy SEALs, but they're part of them.
Well, we would have accepted Marines. Okay, for 6 points. Oh, I saw this last night. Code breaking revealed Japanese plans to invade this island way out in the Pacific, and the US Navy was ready in June 1942. Kirsten?
The island is not Pearl Harbor, that's the place. So, or Oahu?
No, sorry. Break for the red team. Code breaking revealed Japanese plans to invade this island way out in the Pacific, and the US Navy was ready in June 1942.
My instincts think Guam,
Yeah.
isn't it? Kind of way out, way out.
That's not way on this.
That's
On
not-
pay,
it's
what's
not
the, what's the,
Samoa?
no,
You
there's
wouldn't
a,
know that? It's not it
None
either.
of us know, right?
Uh-uh.
Okay.
Is
we
it
might guess right, but let's
Is
just
it a Hawaiian island? But I don't know.
No, it's not. Oh, wait. Yeah, never mind.
What do you guys think? We
Okay.
have time's up. We'll just pass. Fine.
Okay. No, it's
Marshall
not-
Islands.
No, no, no,
No.
no. You were picking up on the right part of the clue, way out in the Pacific. The island is Midway. Midway, the Battle of Midway, which perhaps could go on to how soon they forget. But Midway is correct. Tough one. Okay, spying for 8. Captain Cumming went by this name as first head of MI6, and his successors followed suit, though their names didn't match. Connor?
I believe it was C or control.
Very good, very good. C is correct. I think M was a wrong answer on the show, but Captain Cumming was called C, and that was a tough one. Very, very well done. Finally, for 10 points in spying. Normally a verb. In spy jargon, it's a noun meaning acquisition of an electronic message not meant for you. Normally a verb. Yamil?
Interception.
No. Blue team, chance for you. Normally a verb. In spy jargon, it's a noun meaning acquisition of an electronic message not meant for you.
We're, hold on one second. We're pretty sure here. All right, Andrew, I'm going to go for it. Wait. Intercept.
Yes, that's it. I couldn't take interception because that's not a verb. It's normally a verb. Intercept is right.
Yeah, I got
Which-
confused with it now, but I got it later.
Interestingly, the score is now even 32-32, which is thrilling for the rest of us, but I wouldn't think it would make anybody else too happy. But here we go. Lots more points. Odd words. Odd words. Improve your dog's vocabulary. Teach him to obtest for a treat, meaning this. Improve your dog's vocabulary. Teach him to obtest for a treat, meaning this. Mark?
Beg.
To obtest is to beg. That is right, for 2 points. It's an odd word, and that was new to me. Transhumance is moving cattle from the summer one of these to the winter one, or vice versa. Transhumance is moving cattle from the summer one of these to the winter one, or vice versa. Chris?
Pasture?
Pasture or range, we would have accepted either one. That is correct. Transhumance. You'd think it'd be transcattling, but there you go. Okay. Odd words for 6. Influenced by the word gene, 4-letter word for a unit of cultural information. Mark?
A meme.
A meme is right.
Richard Dawkins.
Meme is correct. And of course, you're out of the category because you buzzed in twice for 8 points. 7 letters long. It combines 7 letters long. It combines words meaning leave your car and an arched structure. 7 letters long. It combines words meaning leave your car and an arched structure. Time. To leave your car is to park. An art structure is an arcade, so parkade. Parkade is the word. And if it was a margarine, it would be arcade. Finally, for 10 points, in odd words, gather around the fire. The Shanachie is here, and he's going to do this. Gather around the fire. The Shanachie is here, and he's going to do this. Time. The Shanachie, whose pronunciation I had to look up, is an Irish storyteller. Around the fire, he's going to tell stories. The Shanachie. What a good category that was. A lot of interesting odd words. Next category, American authors. American authors. For 2 points, a memorial statue in Annapolis, a memorial sculpture in Annapolis honors this author and his African ancestor, Kunta Kinte. A memorial sculpture in Annapolis. Jason?
Alex Haley.
Alex Haley is right for 2 points, Kunta Kinte. For 4 points, this author took a picture near his home in 1960 with the winner of his fishing competition, Fidel Castro. Mark?
Ernest Hemingway.
Hemingway is right for 4 points. They had the arms around each other and there's a fish. It's quite the photo. For 6 points. American authors. He was born in Chittenango, New York in 1856 and soon realized he wasn't in Kansas anymore. He was born in Chittenango, New York in 1856. Jason?
Baum.
L. Frank Baum is right, the author of The Wizard of Oz, for 6 points. American authors for 8. In 1913, just days before he was to move into his, in quotes, wolf house in Northern California, the house was, Andrew?
Jack London.
Jack London is right. The house was destroyed in a fire. Jack London, very good. That ties it up, 48 to 48 for 10 points. Let's break the tie. Though his real first name is Charles, this author of Blood Meridian adopted a more Irish sounding name. Connor?
Cormac McCarthy.
Cormac McCarthy is right for 10 points. All right. I don't know if you're Irish, Connor, but it came through. Very nicely done. Okay. At the half point in the second round, anybody's match. Star Trebek 58, All About the Bays 48. We have 3 more fun categories. I think they're fun. First one is post-pope. 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 For 2 points. The Novem Dialis, this many days of official mourning, follow the death of the Pope. The Yamil?
9 days.
You rascal, how did you know that? Nicely done. Novem Dialis,
Novem, right,
nine days of mourning. Triple stumper on the show. I'm very impressed. I'm always impressed with you guys when you beat the triple stumpers. Very nicely done. Okay. By me, that was harder than this one for 4 points. All who vote to elect the new Pope hold this avian position. All who vote, Chris?
Cardinal.
Cardinal. Isn't that easier than 9 days? Be that as it may. That's correct for 4 points. For 6 points. The signal that a new Pope has been chosen is this color smoke. John?
White smoke.
White smoke is correct, yes. And they used to get the Marlboro Man to provide it, but and that increased attendance at Mass 3,000%. Okay, for 4 points. No, 8 points, I'm sorry. 8 points in post-Pope. After a Pope dies, the papal seal and this piece of jewelry are broken. After a Pope dies, Yamil?
The ring.
The Ring of the Fisherman is right for 8 points. That all happens in that movie, by the way. They go through, it's very authentic. Finally, for 10 points. During the interregnum, the popeless period, this man governs. Ewan McGregor played one, Connor?
Camerlengo.
Camerlengo, another triple stumper. Ewan McGregor in Angels and Demons, the Camerlengo. Okay, that was a toughie. Nice job by the red team. Now the blue team can bounce back in novelty song lyrics. Novelty song lyrics. I'll give you the year and the lyric, you give me the song. For what? 2 points. 1968. Tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll be. Mark?
Tiptoe through the tulips.
Is correct. It actually goes back many years before that, but it was a hit song for Tiny Tim. Tiptoe through the window. Okay, that's it for me. For 4 points. 1984. My hope of winning sank because I got the daily double now. Mark?
I lost on Jeopardy.
That's right. Weird Al Yankovic. Trebek.
I had to.
I got the Daily Double now, and then my mind went blank. I lost on Jeopardy is right for 4 points. For 6 points, 1962. I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. John.
Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash. That's right. He did the Monster Mash. Very good. 6 points. For 8 points, 1959. Fee, fee, fi, fi, fo, fo, fum. I smell smoke in the auditorium. 1959. Fee, fee, fi, fi, fo, fo, fum. I smell smoke in the auditorium. No? Would help if I walk in the bathroom.
I was gonna say, I was gonna ask if I could guess. Smoking
Yeah.
in the boys' room.
Redone, yeah.
Calls the
I can't buzz.
English teacher daddy-o. Title?
Smoking in the boys' room, right?
No.
No?
Charlie Brown. He's a clown.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown. That's all he knows. Why is everybody always picking on me? Okay. Ah, good one there. Triple stumper. Unfortunately, Alex had so much fun with those on the show that he never got to the 10-point clue. So we have to have a surprise substitution, surprise substitution, surprise substitution, la 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 la. And the category for the surprise substitution is everyone's an art critic. Everyone's an art critic. 10 points for this one. A critic, shocked by the orgy of pure colors, as he called it, called Matisse and others wild beasts, giving this art-ism its name. A critic, shocked by the orgy of pure colors, as he called it, called Matisse and others wild beasts, giving this art-ism its name. Connor.
Impressionism.
No. Break for the other team. Break for the blue team.
Is that brute? That's not brute. No, brutalism is what's it called for him? Matisse is the cutouts.
A critic, shocked by the orgy of pure colors, called Matisse and others wild beasts, giving this art-ism its name.
Do we lose points if we guess?
Yeah, if you're guessing you're wrong, yeah.
Yeah. Kirsten, if you have anything put in the chat. But we are coming up.
Every time I put my arms down, I like get asked. So I don't know which way.
We don't have enough confidence to venture a guess.
Okay, the French word for wild beast is fauve, so it is fauvism. Fauvism.
I know a lot about art. I don't know about that one.
And yet we do now. And there's the unanticipated plus of TPT. Okay, fauvism. That was a tough one. It was also a triple stumper. Our final category is plant it. Plant it. We have the red team 78, the blue team 60. It is within reach of both teams. So good luck in plant it. For 2 points. Fruit grows down from the top of the banana plant in clusters known for their shape by this anatomical name. Fruit grows, Chris?
A hand?
They are known as hands, another triple stumper. Very nicely done. I'm not just saying that because you're my boss. That's a tough one. Very, very good. Planted for 4. In the 1610s, John Rolfe fired up Jamestown's economy by planting this. Mark?
Tobacco.
Tobacco is correct for 4 points. Planted for 6. A rose is named for this bohemian couples dance, usually accompanied by an accordion. A rose is named for this bohemian couples dance, usually accompanied by an accordion. Time. Any guesses just for giggles?
I have a guess, but I didn't want to risk. Is it the
What-
polka?
what is it?
Tango.
Polka.
The polka rose is correct. The polka rose. Okay, for 8 points. Plant formation is determined by the P/E ratio for precipitation to this process, showing how wet or dry an area is. Andrew?
Photosynthesis.
No, sorry. Red team, plant formation is determined by the P/E ratio for precipitation to this process, showing how wet or dry an area is.
I think it's evaporation.
Operation. Yeah, that's what I
Right. I just want to ask, there's one more question, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
So if we get this wrong, we'd have, I
You
just want to do the math.
statistically.
Okay, we can do it. All right, we're going to go final answer, evaporation.
evaporation is right, yes. The PE, the precipitation evaporation ratio. Finally, for 10 points, metaphorically, to be annoyed is to be stung by this plant of the genus Urtica. Metaphorically, to be annoyed is to be stung by of the genus. Connor?
Nettle.
Nettles is right. The nettles plant get nettled. That's correct. An extra 10 points for a solid win from the red